I'm A1C Stiltner, and I joined the Air Force around in May. I had talked to the Sergeant Claudio prior, and I was deciding on the Marines or the Air Force, so I just gave him a call, and he kind of talked me through what I actually wanted to do. And so I kind of just was like, let's just go for this. And the next day, I kind of just came down here and signed. I was one of those quick ones, and I went to MEPS and all that stuff, and then I shipped out at BMT around June, so I had a really short ship date from where I had just talked to him. And so to go into detail with BMT, it's going to be one of those things where it's just straight attention to detail. They want you to be able to focus on the big picture, but at the same time be able to get those tiny details in there. So you're going to learn a lot about the general idea of the Air Force. It's just kind of showing you how everything connects together with the whole general idea of the military. But other than that, BMT is one of those where you're just going to have to get through it. You're going to meet a ton of people. As I've said, people like say all the time, it's like this big bowl of salad with all these different people kind of just combining, like people from all across the globe trying to join the Air Force, and you're just going through this together. You bond with a lot of people. So after that, you obviously graduate, you can see your family again. It's a great time. You go to tech school. So I got security forces. I was general aptitude index before that. So I was kind of confused on what I wanted to do anyway. So near the end of BMT, they actually let you choose the job when you're like general. So I chose security forces, and I went to tech school. I'm not sure on the exact month, but I went to tech school in security forces down in Lackland Air Force Base. So it's right where BMT is. And security forces was, honestly, I couldn't have made a better decision. I loved it. I always kind of wanted to be a cop anyway, and just learning all this stuff, just a federal law enforcement academy is it was just beautiful. So you're going to do things like clearing buildings. You're going to learn how to arrest people. You're going to do combatives. And combatives is one of those where you just you're learning how to apprehend, how to take these handcuffs off, all this stuff. You're learning so much about just law enforcement. And not only law enforcement, you're going to learn about nuke bases and stuff like that, how to actually defend these posts. It's insane. And Camp Bullis is probably the greatest time in my opinion. It's one of the more harsher points, but it's like just straight kind of deployment training. So there's Humvees, there's kind of like you're shooting turrets and stuff like that out of the Humvees. There's just a bunch of instances that you've never even thought about before. I've never had a more enjoyable time in my life. I'm extremely enjoyed and happy at the fact that I joined the Air Force. That's it.